Good day and welcome back to another My Hero Ultra Impact video. So in this video I thought I would just touch up on a couple things I haven't really mentioned before, or at least gone into detail. So basically just to take a look at some of the things that I haven't really touched on just before we wrap things up for the Journey of the Noob series, considering I'm about to hit rank 50 and I've pretty much done everything you can do in the game. So yeah, obviously one is hard mode in the campaign. So obviously I've done normal mode in full, and I'm kind of just working my way through hard mode. It's not necessarily actually that hard, especially when your team's been leveled to the point where I'm sitting at. So it is a little bit like difficult to say how hard mode is, inverted commas, but like, yeah, to be honest with you, it's just nice to work your way through it. It gives you a couple more gems, which is cool. It also unlocks some more awakening items when you awaken your characters past, I think, about panel 4 or 5. You're going to need to pretty much run the hard mode of the campaign, because that's the only way you're going to be able to like get the necessary materials that you need to like push through and level and everything. So yeah, you do have to do the hard mode. You're also going to have to clear some of it for your awakening missions. So when you choose your first character and you get awakening medal or missions for him, like I have for this Bakugo, essentially, yeah, you're going to have to awaken that character to a certain point, and to do so you need to complete certain missions, and they'll give you character pieces and things like that. So it is cool, but it is also like a thing, of course. Overall, not really that like interesting. It's just replaying the like story mode. The bosses are exactly the same, they just have more health and they hit harder, so there's no like real big surprise or anything. As you can see though, you get a whole bunch of gems and you get a whole bunch of stuff. So I will be finishing off the campaign, making sure I have everything completed on hard mode before I do the review. It's just going to be auto playing the levels basically one day. It's really not actually something crazy. It doesn't even like give new story or maybe like a secret little panel or something. It's really just replaying the same quest mode, which I guess is fine, but yeah, doesn't really seem that interesting to me. And then the other thing that I haven't really touched on is events. So obviously we have things like the USJ, we have Arena, we have stuff like that. But yeah, I thought we'll work on the event, and also I just kind of thought we'd take a look at it, because I haven't really looked at events and that. So obviously you get all these different currencies and things like that. Events don't have event currency, at least as far as I can tell, based off of the 1 or 2 events that we've had since the game has launched on global. Like here for the UA high, you can kind of buy stuff, like we'll upgrade orbs are also new. So orbs allow you to essentially fully awaken a character. So like with this Ida, you'll see he's on like panel 4, using this orb, which is kind of a bit of a waste. But I mean, hey, using this orb finishes him up to panel 5, I think. Panel 5 or 4. I think it's actually just 4. So yeah, it is literally just 4. So it was a bit of a waste, that one. The second orb, the B-type orb, finishes them all the way to the end, which is cool. So it's like a quick way to finish off some of your characters. It does require quite a bit of currency, but once you start like getting going properly, you shouldn't really have too many issues or anything with stuff like USJ and that, and over time you'll be able to awaken some SR characters fully, and that's always helpful. So I mean, then it's just the pieces. So we've got an event here. This is the UA Shiketsu provisional license. Basically it's like kind of that provisional license exam that they did. So here you earn tickets by fighting these bosses, which are all just Todoroki. And by fighting him and finishing certain difficulties of him, you get these tickets, and you can use them to kind of take lottery pulls for items, and included in those items are orbs and character pieces for the event free-to-play character, which is obviously, you know, quite cool to pick up a free character, an SR as well. Also comes with a special support memory that obviously suits them, so it's kind of like Dokkan in that it's giving you a decent free-to-play option for stuff. Whether that's PvP, I don't know, I doubt it, but definitely at least for stuff like USJ and things like that, definitely. My team's very strong, so I'm not going to have any distinct problem like with this. But yeah, it's still cool though. There's just a boss fight, and the difficulties are just power scaling, so he'll hit harder, has more health, things like that. So beyond that though, there doesn't seem to be anything too challenging, at least for this one. Bearing in mind that my team has 212,000 BP, and I think the highest difficulty level is 100,000. But that's fine, because 100,000 is quite a feasible amount for players who have been playing the game for a short period of time. Yeah, it takes 3 or 4 days of quite regular play to get a team above that mark. And I don't think events need to be gated, although it would probably be nice if they did have a higher difficulty just to make things go faster. At least from my side, I would appreciate it, just because it would make things go a little bit faster, especially when you're pulling so many damn tickets the whole time. But yeah, the event is pretty cool. Yeah, as you can see here, yeah, nothing too crazy. We're just gonna skip this because it's the same animation. But yeah, it was pretty easy. You have to do some quests that also give you gems as well, to get the tickets to fight the bosses, so that's also something that's quite cool. And it does give you some crafting and awakening items as well, so it's not just the pulling on the lotto and the stages themselves and the boss fights themselves. It's not just giving you, how do you say, it's not just giving you only the tickets, it's giving you like a whole bunch of stuff. So yeah, as you can see, there's a whole bunch of missions. I think maybe if I do get into my Hero Ultra Impact, I'll probably do event guides and stuff like that, what units are good for and things like that. But yeah, for now, just don't really think it's necessary. And as you can see, you use the tickets to kind of pull, and then if you want to go to the next draw, you just press reset and it will push you through to the next draw. Obviously, it just depends if you want to use the items or not. There's some useful stuff like stars and advanced leveling materials, so I just kind of pull until I get the gold items, and then I go from there. There's also some missions as well that will give you pieces, which is great, and you get quite a lot for the SR as well. So events look cool, they're a nice little thing to take a look at. And yeah, you can see here that we've got that character there, so pretty straightforward. We got Kami, pretty rad, a nice character. You can see we've filled out her pieces a bit. We should be getting enough to finish her as well, so that's great. And yeah, just really cool that they give you at least the ability to fill out the character quite easily. To get her support memory is not really the easiest, but I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me, so leave a like on the video if you're enjoying it, otherwise leave a comment and I'll try and reply back. But as always, thanks you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So until then, take care and bye.